Hey guys, today is a special day. I am with my friend Auntie. She is getting ready. We are getting fearless. I am so excited. We have been counting down the days for this. I cannot wait. Look what we just picked up. Oh my god, this doesn't feel real. Like, I can't believe I'm holding this right now. What do you mean the answers are in here? Like, the ending is in here. Oh my god, it's so tempting to look at, but now we're gonna go home and then we're gonna read. So we made it back to my house and we have the goods in here. We bought snacks. Oh my god, I forgot we got this. Oh yeah, little nerd clusters. We have our Fearless books. Yay! That's for you. And we also stopped and got more books. We got Rival Darling by Alexandra Moody. Yes. Because it looked cute. Oh, so now we're gonna read. And I'm scared. Wait, I'm so nervous.
Wait, I'm gonna do mine now. Ready?
Oh my god. What do you...
What? Chelsea!
I need to stop flicking through. What the hell? Okay, guess we have to read to find out. Okay. Good luck.
Good luck.
Slow down.
No.
Layers, heavy breathing. It is the next day and I am so tired, but we've got a book to finish. I am planning to finish Fearless today. I will keep you guys updated through the whole thing. Yesterday is when you guys saw me reading last and I got up to page 184. Let me tell you that so far I am loving this so much. I'm liking it way more than Reckless, because Reckless I loved, but Reckless was less plot driven and more romance driven, and now I feel like we've got a bit of plot back and I'm enjoying it. So far already there have been multiple times where I have to put this book down, put it on timeout because of the things that Kai is saying or thinking. Obviously this is going to be full of spoilers. Here's your reminder, don't watch this if you don't want spoilers. But I'm up to the part where I actually don't remember, where did I leave it off? I'm up to the part where she's just about to do her second trial. Her first trial was her grabbing the crown from the first queen who died in her grave in the Sanctuary of Souls, and that was intense. Let me tell you, that was intense, but I knew she'd make it out because she's Peyton and it's the first trial. It doesn't work that way. They always make it out the first trial. This is reminding me so much of The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I don't know if anyone's read it, but if you have, you will see the similarities if you do decide to pick this up and read this one, where they just have to face their own individual trials. In Powerless, the trials were like everyone with powers versing each other, like Hunger Games moment. Whereas the trials in this one, she's just facing herself to prove herself worthy as queen of Ilia, which I love that plot so much. Then obviously there's the whole plot of romance, the subplot where she's marrying Kit, but obviously she's meant to be with Kai. Let me tell you, the way Kai yearns for Peyton whilst knowing that she's supposed to be with his brother is one of the best things I've read. I love it, and I think this was the right direction for Lauren Roberts to go in with this book, because after Reckless I was kind of a bit nervous that the plot would be lost, but it's picked back up and I'm so happy. I'm gonna read for like an hour before I do my workout. I have a cup of tea and the book ready to go. I can't wait. I'll keep you guys updated with what happens, because I feel like yesterday I didn't update much because I was, one, with my friend, and two, trying to take in everything, trying to process. But I would try to update a little bit more now that I'm alone and have had time to sleep on this. I love Kai. Well, I love Kai. Oh my god, I love Kai. Listen to this. Listen to this. I love him. This is Kai's point of view, and this is what I mean by how Lauren writes him. So the context is that Kai, Peyton, Kit, they're all at a ball, and she got drunk because she's got a lot going on. She has so much going on. She got drunk, she lost her shoes. Kai found them and he's been holding them the whole night. Kai's point of view is insane. He goes, I'm breathless at the sight of her, doomed by the hope of having her. It's a beautiful ruin, a devastating devotion. This girl holds my heart in her hands, could crush it in between her fingers and still have me thanking her for the touch. And I hold her shoes. This girl holds my heart in her hands, could crush it between her fingers and still have me thanking her for the touch. And I hold her shoes. I don't even know what to say. That's insane. I love him. Alright, I'm about to go do my workout, but I thought I'd talk about the theories I have for Fearless while I thought I'd talk about the theories I have for Fearless while I fix my hair up. I don't know if I'm saying this wrong or right, but Edric, Kai's dad, it's showing his point of views, and in his point of view, his wife, which is Kit's mum. Kit's mum? Yeah, it's definitely Kit's mum. Kai's mum is still alive. It shows Edric's point of view where Kit's mum dies during childbirth. The child is an ordinary, so Edric sends it away to get killed. I'm convinced that that child, who is the ordinary, is Peyton, and whoever sent it away to get killed, whoever's job it was to kill the baby, actually just left it on the doorstep of Peyton's father. So you're probably thinking like Peyton's parents are Kai and Kit's dad and Kit's mum. But no, Kit's mum actually cheated and had an affair with an ordinary, which is how Peyton turned out to be ordinary. So I think that's what's happening. So Kai and Peyton aren't related. They're not related because Kit's mum had an affair, but Kit and Peyton are related, but that would make things messy because they're meant to be engaged and betrothed. So I actually don't know if that's a good theory or not, but it seems like where it's going. But I'm low-key scared because that could get a bit weird, just like her being married to Kit, but she's not even married to him yet, so I guess it doesn't matter. They're like step siblings. But yeah, I'm calling it Kit, Peyton, step siblings. Kai, not siblings to Peyton at all, thank God. But yeah, Peyton is the daughter of Kit's mum and whoever she had an affair with, who is an ordinary, which made her ordinary. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I'm up to the part where they just try to kill Peyton on the boat, on the ship, on their way to Isram, I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, Kai saved her, of course. Kai killed them all. And the ship, the captain of the ship is very sus. He has like the powers where he can hear and see. I forget what they call it. Hyper. He's a hyper, and he just didn't do anything about it. So he's up to something. He wants Peyton dead. Kai's on his back, and I'm excited. I love the plot, and I just like Lauren's writing, and I think a big part of that is because I struggle to read fantasy books. I struggle so hard to read fantasy books for some reason, but because it's young adult and Lauren writes so easily, like whatever she writes isn't complicated for me. This sounds like I'm just dumb, but it just makes sense to me compared to other fantasies I've read. But of course it is YA, so that might be a big part of why I like it more, because YA books are my favorite. But anyways, I'm gonna finish tying my hair and I'm gonna go work out. Okay, update. I am on page 300. Okay, so the theory that I had with Kit's mum having an affair, I think that's out the window because I just discovered that Kit and Kai aren't even brothers, like related. They're not related. They're not half brothers because Kai's mum got married to Kit's dad, but she was already pregnant with another man's child. So Kai is not related to any of this family. Realistically, Kai's not really a royal, other than the fact that through marriage, his mum had married the king, which is Kit's dad. But in that case, my theory could still stand with Paedon being the ordinary that was born from Kit's mother, but it just wouldn't matter at all, really. Like, the affair thing wouldn't matter because now Kit and Kai aren't even related. So that's where that comes from. Does that make any sense? This is blowing my mind. It's very confusing. I don't really know how to gather my thoughts, but in my head it makes sense. I just can't express it. So yeah, Kai and Kit, not actual brothers, which one is insane because now the whole betrothed to my brother thing is not an issue. I want Kai to find this out so he can just deal with it. But then again, they still grew up as brothers and he would have some care for Kit as well. Like, just because he finds out they're not blood related brothers doesn't mean the care is just going to go away and the love for him will go away. So it's still a difficult situation, but I feel like knowing that they're not actually blood related will still be helpful in his situation. But then yeah, so there's Kit. Kit's dad is Edric. Kit's mum is Iris. I feel like Iris had an affair with an ordinary. That's why she had the ordinary kid. The ordinary got banished, but banished to get killed from what Edric thinks. Realistically, the person who was ordered to kill this ordinary actually just dropped it off at Paedon's dad's doorstep. So Paedon is the ordinary. Kit and Paedon are half siblings, so that's what's gonna make them not get married. And yeah, okay, so they're all gonna find out and it's gonna be a happy ending, surely. Anyways, I'm gonna keep reading off camera because my phone, I'm pretty sure, is going to die. But I will keep you updated if I have any other theories or if anything else happens. But that was so confusing for me to process. Don't know why. Her and Kai have to fight to the death because of Kit. What the fuck? Excuse me? Anyways, let me lock in. I'm so scared. I fucking hate Kit. I hate Kit. I cannot stand Kit. Why would he do this? I don't see his point, but anyways. What is going on? What is going on? Like, I actually cannot flip this page because I'm scared. Alright, let's keep going. What? Oh. What the fuck is happening? I need to I need a break because I'm just gonna start uncontrollably sobbing. I have to take a break because I quite literally think Kai is about to die. And I haven't finished the chapter yet, so, like, don't know. I don't, like, surely he's not dying because it's Kai and Lauren loves Kai and she won't kill him off. But she did say in her, like, post before Fearless came out that she was saying, like, 4 truths, 1 lie, and one of them was Kai is gonna die, and now I'm starting to think maybe that wasn't a lie. And now I'm terrified. But, like, if he dies, what's all of this for? Is this, like, just Peyton recovering and grieving? Or is this, like, false alarm? He's not actually dying, and then they have their happy ending. I'm gonna keep reading. But I just had to stop because I started to cry. And I don't like crying. But I fear that if I keep going, I will cry. We'll find out. We'll see what's gonna happen. I'm actually not here right now because I'm I'm terrified. But let's just get this over with. Oh my god, I don't know. I feel so sick. 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 Ew. Ew. I don't like this book anymore. Okay, I'm gonna, like, I think I'm gonna take a long break. I genuinely don't. I don't know how to process. I know that if I keep reading, the situation could get better. But that scene in itself, no matter what happens after, was so sad that I just don't want to continue right now. Like, what? I actually don't know what to tell you guys. So sorry, but I think I'm just gonna stop recording because Kai just fucking died. He just died. I know, surely he'll come back somehow. Surely, I think maybe it was an illusion, like the illusionist. I hate Kit. Okay, I need to stop talking because I'm making myself upset. I'll be back when I recover. Give me, like, a long time. Jokes, guys. If I just read a couple pages further. Kai is not dead. Thank God. Oh my god, like, Lauren, why did you have to put me through that? He's alive, guys. False alarm. Oh my god, what the hell? I don't know how he's alive, but I know he's alive. This better not be a prank. Fuck Kai. His first words are, I heard you killed me. You put Peyton through all of that, as well as me. You know what? Time out. I'm just glad to hear he's alive. I actually think I need a break because I've been thrown back and forth. My emotions have been put in every place and I don't like it. I said I was taking a break before, but I had to keep reading to figure out if he was actually dead. And I'm glad I kept reading because the next page, well, the next couple pages was him coming back. Which I'm glad she didn't let it linger that long. Just him being dead. Because then that would have been so much more mean of her to do. Alright guys, I have ate dinner, I have showered, I have gotten into my pajamas, and I have processed. And I'm ready to continue and finally finish this. My emotions were all over the place. Found out Kai died, found out he's actually alive. I don't know how he survived, but I just have a feeling it might be an illusionist, or like whatever they're called that make the illusions. But right now he's confessing his love to her and she's confessing her love to him. And I'm so ready for it because it's been 3 books and we're finally getting it. I mean, we know that they love each other and I'm sure they know, but it's finally being said out loud. Oh my god, Kai's love declaration is going to be so... I can feel it. Oh, that's true. Who did she kill? She killed Callum. I think she killed Callum. She either killed Callum or Lenny. I hope that's the only 2 options. Kai. He says, I love you, Pei, and I am honored to get the chance to. They're about to get married, Kit and Peyton. My theory is Kit has just given Peyton the jewelry box that his mother had and like something that she used to always wear on her wedding day, which is right now. And I feel like when Peyton walks down the aisle, Kit will see similarities in Peyton and his own mother. Now, bear with me, Kit doesn't really know his mother that well, but I feel like he knows what she looks like. So yeah, I feel like when Peyton's walking down the aisle, he will have this moment of recognition where he's like, oh my god, you look exactly like my mother. That's suspicious, that's weird. And then if not that, the jewelry box, I feel like something will be in the jewelry box, hidden in the jewelry box for Peyton to find. And it will be information of who really is whose parents and like just what's really going on, what's really happened. I don't know, that's my theory. But something about Kit giving this jewelry box to Peyton is gonna make them realize that they're step siblings, Kit and Peyton. And then that's gonna solve everything because they're not gonna get married if they're step siblings. And then also they're gonna find out that Kai isn't related to any of them. So Kai and Peyton are just gonna work out just fine. I don't know how Kai and Kit are gonna work out, but we'll see what happens. To further back me up, it says here when Kit's giving her the jewelry box, it says, I was hoping you'd wear something of hers. I obviously don't know what your dress looks like, so I just bought the whole jewelry box for you to look through. I'm not even sure what is in here really. So he doesn't know the contents itself of the jewelry box. So I feel like Peyton's gonna look through it and then find something. I feel like she's gonna find a letter, like love letters that Iris, Kit's mum, has written to Peyton's real dad, like the ordinary that she had like an affair with. Oh my god, okay, so I'm just completely wrong because she's not even opened the jewelry box and she's walking out to the wedding. What's going on? They're going to this second ceremony that they're having in Loot, and I think now is when she finds the notes. She finds a note in the jewelry box that says, meet me in the garden at midnight, wear a cloak, you are too beautiful to be seen with me, my heart is yours always. I stared blankly at the note. This was not meant for my eyes. It was not the king she was meeting. No, the queen would not sneak about the castle with her own husband. She had a lover. Yes. And okay. Oh my god, okay, slay. Oh my god. She found inside the jewelry box as well a picture of Iris. And she's like, damn, she looks a lot like me. And she's putting things together. Oh my god, Callum's just read her mind. Is Callum her real dad? I thought Callum was like their age. I didn't think he was old. Oh my god. Okay, that makes so much sense because I was wondering who is Paydon's father then? Like, my theory made sense and it's right. I just didn't know who the father was. And the fact that it's Callum, yeah, because he's the fatal who was sent to kill the baby, and because the baby was his baby, he's not gonna kill it. He's not gonna kill Paydon. He's not gonna kill the baby. So he dropped it off at her, not her father's house, but her other father's house pretty much, because he's part of the resistance and he knew Paydon's father. Oh, why is Callum a cunt? Wait, I'm so confused. I thought that to be an ordinary, you have to come from an ordinary. Like, I thought ordinaries birth ordinaries. But Callum's an elite. Iris was an elite, and then Paydon turned out ordinary. I didn't know that could happen. But here, Callum's being so mean. I thought Callum would be like, hey, yeah, you're my daughter. I'm so glad I could finally tell you. But Callum hates her. Have I been misreading Callum this whole time? Because I thought he liked her. He's calling her a worthless ordinary. Oh, there we go. 2 elites have never made an ordinary yet. Here I stand powerless, the product of strength, with none to show for it. And maybe for the first time that makes me extraordinary. Okay. Glad I wasn't just imagining the whole 2 elites can't make an ordinary. That's insane. That's actually insane. Okay, I predicted the stuff that was kind of obvious, but Callum being her father and like all of it being a ploy, like him being the resistance leader and everything and being on her side, being a ploy, and he actually hates her, is insane to me. Oh my god, he's a double fatal. He can read minds and he can control minds. Kill him. Kill him. She just killed him. Slay. I love Paydon. She just killed Callum, and now she's gonna go tell Kit, and then Kit's gonna be like, oh, that's crazy, like, no way we're getting married now, because we don't really need to, and also we're step siblings. And then Kai's gonna be like, oh my god. Kai cracks me up. This is so funny. They're like, Your Majesty, I must inform that we had to loot for the second ceremony. And Paydon's like, no, we can't possibly. And then Kai's like, holy shit. I glance over at Kai to find his features arranged in equal parts of shock and repulsion. Took you long enough, Paydon sighs. You're fucking related, Kai spews. I don't want to finish this. I don't want to finish this. I like know what happens now, and I can predict what's going to happen in the next like little bit of pages. I regret saying this. I did not predict what happened. So like I don't want to read the rest because that means this trilogy is done and we're getting no more Kai. No more Kai and Paydon. So like, do I even want to read the rest? Not really. I am getting thrown around. It feels like I'm getting thrown around. So now Kit was also putting up a facade, and Callum wasn't actually a duel. Like, he didn't have the double powers. He wasn't a controller, because when you do think about it, Kai couldn't sense his double powers. And Kit just wanted to marry Paydon to keep her away from Kai, because he's jealous that Paden is getting all the time with Kai when he wants all the time with Kai because that's his brother, and he just wants companionship with his brother. But Paden's taking all of that away, and Paden also took away his dad, and he's still kind of mad about that for separating the family, and she also took away his mum. So essentially Kit is just really petty still, which I thought he was changing, but I guess not. I thought the rest of it was just gonna be calm and all the plot twists were over, but no, it just keeps going. So I can't catch a break. It's late. It's 11 p.m. I have work tomorrow morning and I'm so tired. I don't know why I stopped recording. There is a bit of a time skip here, so I am so sorry. He made her a flower crown. Oh my god. Oh my god, they just got married. I'm so tired. It's 12:30. But I have, I think, 2 epilogues. I have a 5 years later from Paden, and then an epilogue from Kit, which is so confusing because he's not with us anymore. I will also address everything that's happening tomorrow because I'm dead tired and I feel like I'm not going to be able to talk to a camera anymore. They have a daughter. This is so unfair. I have... Oh my god, I'm dying, but I have the last chapter ever of the Powerless trilogy. That's cute. What do I do now? I should probably sleep. What the hell? I am going to update you guys tomorrow on all my thoughts. I am so tired. I feel so sad that this is all over. I need to process everything that just happened. I'm just feeling so many things right now. Like, I'm sad that it's over. I'm happy because that was such a good book. I'm all the emotions that this put me through throughout the whole day today, and I'm dead tired. So I will update you guys tomorrow when my thoughts are clear. It is a few days later, and I think I've finally processed enough of this to talk about my feelings. I mean, I'm not going to really talk much about how I felt reading it because you guys saw that. You saw my reactions. I'm going to more talk about the stuff that I read when I was off camera and that I didn't address yet, such as Mac. I didn't record my reaction or my thoughts when Paden met Mac, and also when Paden killed Mac and Mac was like posed as Kai by the illusionist, which I think is very important. I wasn't okay. I was very sad. I was more in shock too because I don't know why. I thought Mac would have a bigger part in this book, but at the same time I like what Lauren did because it was more of just like a tribute to Mac and Adina and their relationship, and it was nice. Obviously not nice to see him die, but it was nice to see that he is now with Adina. But yeah, it was very upsetting to read because I just really didn't expect it. And I just can't believe she killed him off. I just thought he'd have a bigger part and he'd be with Paden and they'd form a bond because they both lost someone who's very important to them. But no, Mac just actually didn't like Paden because she killed Adina, but she didn't, and that's very sad. And I felt so bad for Paden when Mac said that it was her fault because it clearly wasn't. I don't know how much I spoke on the ending, but I loved it. I loved the plot twist. I did predict how Kit and Paden are related and all of that family stuff. I predicted. I did not predict that Callum was the father though. I did not think that at all, and the fact that Callum is actually not a good person and he's quite literally insane blows my mind. But it was such a good plot twist. Loved it. Kit is also insane. I do feel bad for him though, because it's more like he has mental issues because of the way he was raised. He has mental issues because of his father. He has just no one, like, he got no love growing up, and the fact that Kai was the only one who showed him that love, that like family bond, family love, the fact that Kai was the only one to do that, I understand why Kit was the way he is, but man took it too far. He took it way too far. For a second I thought, oh, he's like in love with Kai. I thought it was something more. I was like, that's weird. But like, I don't see how Kit didn't realize that if he was calm, if he just settled down and looked around, he'd realize, oh my god, I have another sister. I have more family. I have Paden now. Like, I don't get why he couldn't just sit down and realize that. Now he has not only Kai, he has Paden too. Paden is his sister. He just found out. Like, ugh, it's just frustrating. But I just feel so bad for Kai because he accidentally killed Kit, and like, that's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, I really love this book. I'm giving it 5 stars. I gave Powerless 5 stars. I think I gave Reckless 4.5 stars. I gave it a little bit less than Fearless and Powerless, that's for sure. But I really liked it. I really love what Lauren did with the plot. I was feeling all the emotions. As you could tell, I was happy, giggling, then I was shocked and sad, and then I was just thrown around. I was feeling everything. And I had moments where I was just hyperventilating. I wasn't okay. The only other book that has made me feel this way, that where I was like struggling to breathe while I was reading, like having full panic attacks, was Boys of Tommen. That was the only other book that's made me feel this way. So the fact that Fearless could do it as well means it's a good book. I just love how she writes. I don't know what it is about it. The way she wrote, like, the whole scene between Paden and Kai when he died, it was written so perfectly. I literally felt like the way she wrote that scene made it 10 times more emotional. I love how the ending left no plot holes. Everything wrapped up so perfectly at the end that I was just like, oh my god, this feels great. Like, things that were happening in the first book were wrapped up here, and it just was so satisfying to see. And it makes me also want to go back and read the first and second book to get those little foreshadowing moments, because I didn't think Lauren had it planned out like that. I just thought she was writing as she went, but no, she had it planned out from the start, and I just admire that so much, and I think it's so cool, and I love when books do that. But yeah, it was just amazing. I'm so happy with it. I was so scared that it would be a letdown, but it was not, thank god. I'm so upset that it's over though. Can't believe that this was the last book that we're getting of Kai and Paden and these characters. I think Lauren did say somewhere that she's gonna release another novella. Don't know what it would be about though, because I feel like everything was addressed so well in this. Another thing I really loved about this was Paden's character development. Like, just from the start of the series to this last book, her character development is insane. She was so scared and weak and powerless, and she did have her psychic abilities to like get her through, but in this book she just, well, she was fearless. But like, the way she acted towards the elites of Ilia made me want to scream and bow down to her, just like Kai was. Like, I was obsessed with her and everything she did. I I want to be her. She's insane. But that moment where she got the crown from the Sanctuary of Souls, and then she walked through the doors and everyone was looking at her and she put the crown on her head, I was just like I'm obsessed. I felt like Kai in that moment. I was in love with her. I feel like I addressed everything. Like, you guys saw my reactions to this. You saw how much I loved it. I'm just happy with how it ended. I'm so happy. I am a bit sad that Kit died, but I'm also like, he was a bit annoying. And I know it wasn't his fault, but like, there was points where he could have just stood up and realized, hey, I do have people around me who do care for me. He kind of acted a little pick me in the sense that he's like, no one loves me, I need to be great. I'm not great. I'm gonna be great. Like, we get it, Kit, oh my god. But it was also like, we know that Kai is your only family. He's not even your real brother, actually, but we know that he's the only one who's been there for you. But you don't need to take everything away from him just so you can have him. Like, if you really did want that brotherly bond, if you really did want that one part of family that you really do care about, if you wanted to keep that, why would you take away the one thing that he loves, which is Paedon? Like, I get it, you're jealous, but realize that Paedon's now your sister and she's here for you. She's trying to make things work with you. She's trying to show how much she cares for you and how much she wants your relationship to work with her, like, as friends, and you're not realizing that. Like, he was just a bit annoying to me. But it was sad that he died and how he died. It was upsetting, but to be fair, I didn't cry that much over it. I know that some people did, but I just found it hard to feel that sadness for him when he was just kind of putting everyone through what he was putting them through. But it was unfair because he didn't ask for it, and I get it that it's not his fault because of how he was raised. But I don't know, I just don't care that much. That sounds so mean. Also, the plague being man-made, I was not expecting that. And the fact that they made the plague just so the elites could be more powerful blowed my mind. It shocked me because I just wasn't expecting it. So like, the elites just literally brought it upon themselves. Like, that's their fault. And Kit trying to bring this plague to the other kingdoms was insane of him. But I'm glad that the queen, I forget her name, the Queen of Isram, was smart enough to be like, nice try. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say on this, because honestly, I just have no other words other than I loved it. And it's 5 stars, and it's such a good way to wrap up the series, the trilogy, and I'm going to miss this series so much. And Kai was perfect. That's all. Thank you for watching this whirlwind of a video. I feel like whirlwind of emotions. Thank you for watching me go through all of that. And if you have finished this, talk to me about it, because I'm dying to talk to someone about this.